Firstly, we started the engine swap. We take out engine apart to set up the VQ37, be ready to put it in. Once we will be done with everything that has to be done on the VQ, the engine and on the transmission. Here's the VQ, we put it on the stand, we put back the headers, we trying to figure out what's going on with the wiring system, so we just plug everything back in and we're gonna all figure it out more in depth once it's gonna be in the car. And we gotta take out the wiring system of that car to put this one in. What's left to do? Just before we put the transmission on the engine, we're gonna need a CSC delete for the transmission. For those who don't know what a CSC delete is, variably the master cylinder of this transmission is inside the transmission, and we don't want that in racing in general, just because it heats so much in there. We don't want to burn some stuff or have leaking or anything else. So the CSC delete is just a plate with a rod that make the master cylinder be outside the transmission, so we don't have any more problem with it. So once that will be done, we're gonna be able to put the engine back in the S13. No more holes, but as you already know, it's not that easy to put a VQ37 VHR in an S13. More difficult part of this swap is gonna be the wiring system, because the new engine, and I gotta do a NAS delete, ECU tech on the ECU. I'm gonna keep a stock ECU since tuner that I can get is tuning with ECU tech, and that's what's more important when you want to tune a car. And this one, I keep the VQ stock to start with, only because I started with a K24E, only has like 130 horsepower approximately, and just starting off with 330 is gonna be like a double what I had, and I don't want to crash into a wall straight, and it's gonna be ready. Plan is to keep it stuck and just learn the car with the new horsepower. We also have to change the engine mounts and see where the header is gonna be to clear the steering rod, and that will be pretty much it for like the mechanical stuff on this car. But now you may be wondering why did I take out the K out of this car since it was already running and already reliable. Well, the only reason why is first, we gotta swap the VQ37 in, and that car, we gotta talk about this one to explain why. And here it is, ladies and gents, you already saw in the intro. This is the K24E, the manual transmission that was in that car. As you already can guess, engine and the trans are gonna go in that car. You're maybe wondering why I'm doing this. Why am I ruining this beautiful clean 240? The K that has in here is leaking like a motherfucker, and do the job in place with the engine in. Such a pain in the ass. Most easy decision that I could take is like just take out the engine and trans, since I don't want an automatic transmission. Remember, this car is automatic and I want my car to be manual. And since it's the same engine, we're just gonna be able to take this one and put it in there. It's gonna be the same shit and it's just gonna bolt right in. I'm doing two swap at the same time, and we gotta get this one ready first since it's the most easy. Once that car will be done, we're gonna be able to focus more on the VQ, but VQ is going well. Now it's going good. That car is gonna have a whole lot of surprises right after. So it's coming pretty good, guys. The engine is out. I mean, this is the start of the project and it's coming along real good. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys are stoked to see the progress of that car and the progress of the drifting and progress of both cars. I'm pretty stoked to do all these modifications. This car is so precious to me. Can't wait to see her with more horsepower, and I can't wait to drive her with the new swap in it. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to subscribe. Plenty of more videos coming in, and see you in another one.